Hi guys, I'm Comrade Kane and welcome to my channel. In any Civilization 6 Gathering Storm religious victory game, you need to earn a great profit as soon as possible. There are 4 ways to do it. Build a holy site and earn great profit points over a number of turns. This one is the most popular and straightforward. Play as Saladin and get a profit no matter what. That's a second option. The third one is to play as Pericles and use the wildcard slot for the revelation card for 2 extra profit points. And the last option is to build a Stonehenge wonder and get a profit upon wonder completion. In this gameplay guide, I'm going to explore the last option. The Stonehenge earns a great profit upon completion. It provides an early +2 faith. And lastly, it boosts Theater Civic that we need to unlock on the way to theology anyway. The rest of the strategy follows a blueprint for any religious victory, building and upgrading holy sites, upgrading the religion to 4 beliefs, building Mahabodhi Temple wonder to get the free apostles, upgrading Moksha governor to patron saint title, and finally reaching theocracy government, all the while spamming missionaries and apostles left and right. You can download this graphic from the link in the description. So I'm using standard settings and a standard size Pangea map. But any map will work, it just will take a different number of turns to win, shorter time for smaller landlocked maps, and longer time for larger maps that also have oceans to traverse. Now, when it comes to the leader, it technically does not matter what civ you pick for this strategy. Naturally, faith leaders would work best, but or even wonder building civs like King of China or Cleopatra could be great. But at the end, you want a civ that has traits and abilities that have an impact in the early eras, as you're not going beyond the industrial at most. So I decided to go with Gandhi. Early faith from meeting other civs, and on Deity they establish religion quite fast. So we'll get a little bit of faith. And because I hope to send missionaries out early as well, having 2 extra charges, 2 spreads would be awesome. International trade routes would be on the map as well. For the rest of it, Varu, it's just a nice era score unit, and hopefully I can use it for defense just in case. Stepwell, I don't know how many builders I'm going to build, so that is something to consider, but we'll have to see how it goes. Here's our starting location. It is actually pretty good. Nothing to complain about. We have stone in the vicinity, and that's exactly what we need. And we have a bunch of flat tiles around it for the Stonehenge. We also have woods visible in the vicinity for the Mahabodhi Temple as well. So we are good there. Now, the only other thing that I can be excited about is the dice right here, right? Amazing. We have faith access from the get-go, meaning that we can get to the first pantheon really quickly, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with the monument to the gods. Yeah, I'm going to try it out. We'll see what happens. And I understand we have breathtaking, not much. River goddess could be a thing here. But monument to the gods. Let's see how that works out. Maybe we'll build a bunch of wonders. Not a fan of this lake here. God knows how long it's going to take us to work those pearls. But I think the Plains Hill right there with the rainforest would be best. We can work the dice right away. We have a 2-2 tile right up there to the north. So This is not a bad start. Turn 2. I'm going to rock with the scout first because we gotta find a natural wonder to boost astrology. Ooh, boom, a science city-state. Not a bad one, but also not a good one because what I'm looking for is culture or religion. But that's okay. I probably should beeline astrology 15 turns. What if I don't find a natural wonder? If I don't find it, we have to restart. But I want to put some turns into mining because I'm going to have to chop it. Maybe chop some woods. Another city-state. This is... Geneva is great if your shoes are in at peace. But once the scout is built, I think I'm gonna go straight into the monument for the reason of culture, because I want to get through the civics tree and get to the temple and theology relatively quickly, or try to, provided there are no security concerns. Oh, how convenient. Well, let's go find his camp. The scout with cats. Alright, perfect. Well, this is an ideal start for the strategy. 4 turns to astrology. This is amazing. In the meantime, I do want to kind of prepare a builder to chop out the Stonehenge, but at the same time, I still do need that culture. And we do have a bunch of friends visiting us, and this must be some crazy luck. I guess we're praying to the right gods. Krishna Hari. And get a chariot to help us out with these barbs here. I still haven't found their camp, but they're coming across this hardly defensible terrain, so that will give me an edge, I think, in dealing with them. Oh, and right in time for the discipline. And God, I'm already making a +1 faith. I only need 10 more turns to the Pantheon, so I think we're okay with that. Oh, nice. +1 population actually works for this specific game. Working the tiles, make sure, double check. This looks good enough. Look at these guys. And the floodings, the great bath here would be amazing. Attack the range unit, they're super weak. Gonna step into the defensible terrain. The rainforest provides a little bit of a defensive bonus, or offensive penalty, I guess. And here's the Stonehenge. Decided to build it on the riverbank right there, because there is more stone there. Amazing. 18 turns seems to be acceptable. It will put us at like 36. So I'm going to preserve my chops for later stuff. Maybe a district, chop out the holy site. Be easier. Or other wonders. I'm gonna fortify here. Destroy this, or oh, there's another slinger there. That's great. Hopefully he just stays in place. Oh, there's a whole company of slingers. Man, this have to do a tactical retreat. This camp is growing out of control. See, those are the problems that you don't want to have when you're trying to have a game of like building a wonder as your first thing. I'm thinking if I put my chariot right here behind the rainforest, they won't be able to attack it and get close to it. And with the promotion, it can withstand an attack from this warrior if he decides to do that. Sort of unfortunate, but I think I need to go with archery here, because it is a concern. Security is a concern. Do I build a slinger? Do I save some gold? Or do I go with a builder and have my chops ready? So this guy's the closest? Well, this is amazing. Not. Oh, is it? It could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing because Basil is like an uber spreader of religion. He loves people adopting his religion and shit. And I have the same agenda. So we have a conflict of interest. However, if I if I'll be able to convert him quickly, well then I mean he's probably one of the biggest threats on the map. So I'm looking forward to it. That's right. The important thing in any combat and battle is not to rush and use the terrain to your advantage. Like right now, I know that there is no way anybody else can get to my chariot except that slinger, which will probably survive. Here I successfully escaped from the barbs with my scout. And here we go. And now I'm going to regroup. I'm taking these units out. It reduces the boldness of the barbarian camp. As long as I don't lose my units, we should be okay. Oh, here we go. Three signs city-states in a religious game, of course. Murphy's Law. Thank you very much. I just built the builder so that I can. Of course I can't. I don't have masonry. I can't harvest the stone. That was genius. That was a genius move right there. So, and those are the turns that become a little bit more, make the game more inefficient, unfortunately. And here we meet a monitor. She's pretty close too. Relatively. Can we make friends with Basil? Of course not. What a useless bastard. Boom. And here, turn 27. Turn 27, Monument to the Gods. Let's test it out. I'm sure it's going to work out just fine on Deity. Let's see, 25 production. Shave 2 turns. That's not much. It's not much at all. The volume of production and food from the chops depends on how many civics and technologies you have discovered. So the very beginning of the game, naturally, it's a low number. It progresses with the game as you go through the eras and unlock more and more civics and technologies. By the time you get to like a space project era where you have to build lasers to speed up your exoplanet expedition, the chops are like 200 production per chop. So I shot an arrow into the air. Think about that. 6 more turns. Ooh, that goes nowhere. A nice spot for a district though, except for that cocoa. Alright, let's go and see and find a damn camp. Ooh, sure. Super important to uncover the map around your area. I mean, it looks like I'm surrounded by mountains here. It doesn't seem to be... Security doesn't seem to be a problem much. And here we go. Barb camp is destroyed. This is not an easy path to Nubia for my apostles. I have to like weave through those little lakes there and climb through the hills to get through. And here we go. Stonehenge, turn 35. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So the next thing, another settler. I need to build a holy site and try to upgrade it and everything else. So building it right next to the woods because Mahabodhi Temple is going right there. Very important. Simon Peter. St. Peter might be like the first one, right? So I'm gonna go with an easy one. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Anchovies on pizza. Not that I love anchovies on pizza. I just think this is a funny name. That's all. I already know what beliefs we're gonna pick. Divine inspiration right away. +4 for the Stonehenge and mosque because I'm afraid that other civs might pick it up. It's a pretty popular one. And look at that. It's the first religion in the world. I have never had the first religion in the world. +3 era score. I mean, hopefully we get to the golden age with this. Look at that. And it's turning out pretty good. The first religion. Amazing. Boom. So it puts us at 16 out of 25 points. And boom, my scout, my trusty scout, found Mount Everest. That's another point. So I have 3, 5, 8 points to go. Golden Age would be awesome. Exodus, extra points and whatnot. Oh, and now my warrior discovers Crater Lake. Look how close. Oh my god, it's so close. And there's Valletta as well. Not going to be using Valletta much though, because all my faith is going to go into the religious units pretty much. Crater Lake would be a nice holy site there. I need to get my settlers going somehow. Maybe after I build a holy site, maybe I'll buy a shrine so I don't have to build it. With early empire, I can plug in colonization to speed up production of the settlers, and that way I can start on a settler immediately. So we'll just buy a shrine. See, if you can buy things, then do it. Spend your gold. Especially in this case, extra faith definitely needed. Then, see, we got drama and poetry boosted. Always look for opportunities to trade with AI. Trade anything and everything, because gold in the short term, in the early game, means a lot. I mean, even like a little bit of gold helps because it all adds up anyway. Especially with strategic resources that you're not using by accumulating. I mean, like horses here, just go ahead. And finally, we got Moksha assigned to Delhi with his first default promotion. Put some pressure on the cities, religion wise. Ideally, I should get a trader out to Byzantium. I just need to finish the settler first. And it's like next turn. I mean, it's turn 45. I'm still researching irrigation. How crazy is that? But here's our settler. I think I'm gonna send it south and forward settle my border because I'm afraid of other civs encroaching. I should get a trader out, but I don't want to spend time building it, so maybe I'll get a builder and improve the plantations like the cocoa there, sell it, get more gold and also amenities. Now the question is where to settle. I do see a nice little Plains Hill there, right there on the river. Put my scout there because Nalanda's units are all over the place. And look at that. A barbarian camp appeared right next to the Crater Lake, so you know what? It's a good thing I went south. It looks like we didn't get the Golden Age. It was pretty close, but poor planning. Pick Exodus of Evangelist gives us +2 era score per city converted, and I think we're going to be starting converting cities pretty soon. Thinking about building the holy site here, but I don't see a good spot. Or adjacency takes 30 turns. I need the city to grow or chop it, so I'm gonna go with walls. Going with walls because I see the Pitati archer there. I don't know what's gonna happen. Those guys move fast, super strong. I don't know. I feel insecure. So better safe than sorry. I mean, it's gonna take me 30 turns, but I can chop it if I need to. I'm also gonna go with military tradition, so sidetracking, but this is our first missionary. Boom. Finally. So I'm gonna go straight for the Basil's road and try to convert him as fast as possible. So that is the goal. Hanging gardens would be amazing. I'm very interested. 14 turns, huh? Got to the monuments. Sucks balls. Because I'm gonna have like every city basically on the river. Here it seems like. So 5 spreads for Gandhi's missionaries. That is pretty awesome. It's a bit of a long way to go, but this mission, look at that. This guy's already upset. He's going to be. Whoa, Jay is here. Well, Jay is also, I would call them a religious civ. Whoa, and we have some barbs spawning. So I was hanging out here, just guarding, and now it's going to be a problem. That I was trying to brush under the rug. Anyway, here's the dice. We do have amenities. Mumbai actually had lack of amenities there, so this helps. And then I have chocolate as well. I have another chocolate to improve right there. And there's another source. I could really run some good trades here. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a road. I need a road between the cities so that my missionaries move faster. So as Gandhi, I have to, the last thing I want to do or want to happen is for the war to start with either one of my neighbors. Wow, awesome. Jay can be friends. Basil's not gonna be friends. Nubia not yet, but I need to keep them as peaceful as possible. It's going to be impossible to win a religious game if we're at war. They're just gonna destroy my units. So there's an opportunity with Nubia. She doesn't hate me that much. But that's kind of an angle in the religious game, right? It's like it's a boring game in a way, right? Because you have the path, you have the blueprint. It's just a matter of like gearing up. But also, it's your diplomatic skill. You have to be able to keep the peace with your neighbors and convert them. So that is something to consider in your games. This is going to be either super easy or super hard. If Basil starts building holy sites and generating missionaries like as fast as I do, well, then it's gonna be difficult. I don't think I'm gonna send it to Constantinople. I think I have enough pressure with missionaries to convert. I don't think I need a trade route, although it would improve my relationship. But I want to grow. I want to send domestic trade out, build a road, and grow Mumbai faster. It's going to be a slower development, like culture, science, whatever else, because I don't have Pingala. I don't have Magnus. I just have Moksha. So after a couple of efforts, here's one. And then we get another one. Oh, well, I'm going to have to tell him that this is going to happen. We converted Constantinople, so it's turn 60. Problem is, he's got his missionary already to convert it back. So I have a feeling it's going to be a long road ahead. And I'm going to have to spend quite a bit of faith. Well, it's going to be spending faith nonstop, actually. So let me convert the surrounding cities. That's probably a good idea to put pressure on the capital, on the holy city. Let's find Khmer so we can start sending our missionaries that way as well. Khmer got missionaries there as well. Finally got my third settler, turned 69. I'm gonna set up a city right here. I think it's a pretty good idea. Get some era score. I think I'm on my way to the golden age. This looks good. It's a +4 holy site. Just 42 turns to go. That means you need to chop. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I'm sure the city will grow, but you want to speed up construction, chop districts, chop wonders by everything else. Oh, this is the first, La Venta is the first religious city-state I've met. That's amazing. And I haven't met any cultural city-states that I need more than scientific. Because I need to get through that civics tree. And this is the second promotion, Citadel of God for Moksha. Still need the third promotion for him. Hanging Gardens is still available? Shoot, maybe I should have built it. It's not a bad idea to try. I mean, now it's going to be too late. I mean, it's turned 70. That's probably a dumb idea. But listen, I have monument to gods, right? Pantheon. This is so much better. This pantheon really sucks. Like, I feel like it might work better on Prince, maybe, or I don't know. It's just the game dynamic does not allow for that pantheon 15% production boost to kick in, really, for wonders. So overrated. I have to revise my pantheon ranking. Drop it. Drop it to tier 6. Bottom of the list. It's good to keep these guys in check. Take them out completely. Get some error score. Still trying to convert Byzantium. This is not... I think I need to concentrate my attack. This has not been successful at all. Struggling. I'm sending missionary after missionary. I think I'm on like missionary of what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth? 4. Finally got to the early empire. Switching to attack because we're going to build some wonders. So carve policy, 15%. We got monument to the god, another 15%. That's 30% plus another 10%. That's 40% boost to the production of wonders, which I probably not gonna build too many. So this was a useless type of move. But that's a challenge in itself, right? So useless pantheon and useless government policies. Let's see if I can win with that, right? On deity level, that's a challenge. That's a challenge in itself. Before I screw up anything else further, I gotta place that Mahabodhi pen in there. And I was gonna build a holy site in Mumbai, yes. But I saw so many troops from Basel lurking around that I'm like, I don't know. I want to put an encampment there just in case something goes down, because my military strength is much lower. And so I'm gonna bring the troops back just in case. I mean, this guy is loaded. And I'm still... Look at this crap. It's like... It's tough. It's tough. The easier... It's gonna get easier when I get apostles. I bet the first apostle I get is just gonna destroy Byzantium. Once Byzantium falls, the rest of it should... Oh, Johnny is here. Johnny on a spot. Wow, he's far. He's on the other end of the world. So that's how far I have to travel with the apostles. Boom. We got boosted Reformed Church. I guess I have 6 cities converted. Oh, mother God, we lost the Hanging Gardens. So I need to plug in Apadana. I need to plug in the remainder of the production somewhere. I don't have any governors right now. I'm not gonna have too many of them. I need to give it a minute. In the meantime, I might go with iron working because I do have iron right there. Right next to the barb camp. So I need to take care of that again. Hopefully the city-states, Venice, Nalanders are right there. I still... Every time, without fail. So, Oracle or Apadana? I mean, it turns 74. I don't think I'm getting an Oracle. So, Apadana is kind of... might be useless. Unless I keep... I mean, that's a lot of turns I have to put into it, but I have nothing better to build right now. Once the city reaches size 7... Ooh, hey! 2 things at once. Got a natural wonder and a builder. Hopefully I can get it without getting killed. And Genghis Khan. This is a pretty eventful turn. So Genghis must be all the way to the west as well. Yeah. Wow. That's I picked a standard map. Might as well try to build a smaller map, would be easier. So this is just going to take longer. Just a high number of turns. But I have faith. Keeping the faith. Alright, so and the face too. So what are we producing? We're producing 40. I need gold. I need gold because I need to save some for the temple and some other things. I want to build holy site. Gold is always needed. So, and it's easy to get. You can get gold in many different ways. You can get faith or cultural science in many different ways. So you have to keep that in mind. Those yields are harder to come by, especially culture, for example. That I'm already in 9 culture right now. This is amazing. And swoop. Oh, and the archer's right there. I think we can survive that. See, I'm dealing in horse market is pretty hot right now. All right, this is amazing. I think I can. Ooh, I think I can walk that builder. It's gonna take that builder 200 years to get to our lands. I mean, I guess you can consider it like a raid. No, it's actually a tribe that joined our empire voluntarily, and they're making our way to join us. All right, so now I feel like I'm close. I feel like I'm close, but just need to keep pushing. Batriyu is cool. I like her. She never starts any trouble, actually. Keeps it to herself for the most part. Oh, fudge. Maybe Laventa can take care of that scout. So I'm trying to find a new path through the freaking mountains over there. Ah, that sucks that he's gonna destroy the camp instead of... Venice is gonna take it. Alright, Constantinople. I think I converted Constantinople like 3 times already. It's insane. It took me 24,000 turns to research drama and poetry, even though it was boosted by Building a Wonder. But now we're only 6 turns away from theology, which means temple, which means Mahabodhi Temple, which will be super important, and scripture, although I'm not sure how much scripture I'm going to be using because I have no freaking adjacency. But temple is key, allows us to build and spam apostles basically. And he keeps converting Constantinople back. Look at that. I need to think of a strategy here. I might have to just take a break and wait for the apostle. 6 turns, save some faith, stop spending on missionaries. I think up to this point, missionaries working the Byzantine lands did not go in vain. That effort did not go in vain. Because if I didn't do that, he would just spread his religion everywhere. This way I've been keeping him contained to his own lands. So that's the way I look at it. That's the excuse I have for this poor strategy so far. Our civilization is reaching a giant milestone. The wheel. No, I'm just kidding. Theology. While I'm like contemplating how to convert Byzantium, he keeps expanding. Look at that. Antioch. Thank you very much. I still have a little bit of space there that I want to place a city on, but I'm more concerned about the fact that Byzantium is still Orthodox. It's not converting to the anchovies on pizza. They must hate it. Just like everybody else. Alright, come on. I mean, I feel like it's a wasted effort. It's a wasted effort. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the apostles. I'm going to build temples. So we are rolling. We have 4 turns to go to the golden age. We are looking pretty good. There is no threat. Another victories. Faith production could be better, but that's okay. I think it's going to skyrocket. Another religious city-state, Nazca, right? Wow. I don't have a desert, so here's my iron mine on turn 87. Religious game is different than anything else. Like, you don't have to worry about culture and science. Well, science, you definitely don't have to worry if you can secure your land and relationships with neighbors. But I've already been denounced by Basil, so I have concerns. I have grave concerns, actually. I don't know how it's gonna go. Ooh, we have Ottomans here rolling in. I haven't met them. That's interesting. I guess if I meet them with a... Let's see if I meet them with a builder. Are they gonna have a good relay? Look at that. Man, this guy is like... He must be strong. Let's set him nice. Okay, so we can... Maybe we can be friends. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe later. Maybe later. But this is... Well, guess what? We just built Apadana, which is going to be extremely useful. Extremely useful. I'm not going to believe it. But the good thing is we kicked up Buttress. And Buttress tech, going to help us build Hagia Sophia, although we don't have a port and it's going to blow in a way. I do need to I want to get to the machinery just to make sure I have the tech to defend myself, because this is happening. Ottomans are definitely moving in. They seem to be on par. Their strength is not high, so I'm not sure what it reflects, because they just took down Cardiff. Jay actually has more troops, evidently. So I don't know if he'll be able to take him down. It's okay if they fight each other. But I'm friendly with... And for now, I think I'm gonna keep my distance from Suleiman. He's friendly. I mean, I don't know why he likes me, but that's alright. Because if I declare friendship with him, then then Jay might get upset and he's closer. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. So I'm just gonna let it roll just like that. Now build a monument by a shrine. That's the logic. Need to find some gold. I do have chocolate to sell. I mean, cocoa. I mean, they should have beans, right? And then it will be cocoa. When the icon is, the image is like a literally chocolate bar, then I call it chocolate. What can I do? Constantinople, the bane of my existence. I see Ottomans have men at arms. Not surprising, of course. I'm just concerned about my own strength. At least we're in the golden age, right? That counts for something. And the Exodus here is going to give us charges. It's going to give us movement. We should be like rolling out in force. This poor bastard is still making his way. Takes a little while. And here comes the World Congress, the most useless thing ever. I'll pick a great merchant and a holy site, because that's... Holy site is... Wow! Man, can you believe it? This is awesome! So I don't have to worry about the buildings in the Holy Site. Let's rock and roll. Freaking World Congress is good for something. Sometimes. But even so, I need that temple as soon as I can, because those apostles are rolling out. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting, and he's building his own missionaries. This is insane. Oh, shoot. So anchovies on pizza are getting a religious emergency, and it's passed. All right. I can do that. I just want you guys to take a moment and take a look at this religious emergency. Defend anchovies on pizza. That's right. We're doing it. Nice. I'd love to get mosque. I just need a little bit more faith. I'm gonna put up some production here. Mahabodhi Temple is ready to go. This is a perfect tile. Boom. Just make sure you don't chop the woods, that you reserve for Mahabodhi Temple. That's a mistake anybody can make, and I did at some point. Anywho, I think this is it, guys, for episode 1. Well, let's say part 1 of 2. Next time I see you, we're gonna roll this thing to the end. And as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. One more turn.